Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Part two of this. A couple hours ago, I made a video on this, and somebody asked how I got that into like a vector shape, and you can see compared to the bitmap that I pulled off the internet. Really easy. I'm not even going to make it smaller this time. I normally do, but it's pretty sharp. It does have some problems uh, because it's a shiny object. But if you look, this thing's a little over 3 inches. We're going to set our nudge factor to 6, and I'm going to move it over. And you can see it's got a white bounding. This is just, I've done this hundreds of times. It's got a white bounding box around it. Well, they both do because I made a copy. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to go to Trace Bitmap, Outline Trace Clip Art. And it does it pretty good. I don't have to change any detail or do anything. But if we look now, this is a vector type artwork. Well, you know what? I don't want to move it. That's a no-no. But what I'm going to do now is take a rectangle, and for the video, I'm actually going to crop out this hanger for the deal because we don't really need it. It's going to cause problems. And I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool and I'm going to fill that in with blue. Now, when we move it over, it's got a few leaks. Not really leaks, they're just parts of the drawing. Oh, and I don't have a border around that. See how it got there? So what you could do now is hold down the shift key and double click your rectangle tool and puts a rectangle around it. So now I'm going to fill that blue in, and I'm going to left click, right click, and you can see our leaks right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and go grab the item and go left click, right click. And because this is, not a perfect item, we're just packing foam around it. I'm just going to put a line right there. I don't know that I got all the way. Yeah, that's not good. Let's just take a 3-point curve line. Let's just go from about right there to right there and put a little curve on it. We're just packing this in foam or, some kind of foam or styrofoam that he can, and just whenever you do that, you need to make sure it's laser safe, doesn't have any PVC in it. And yeah, that'll work. Now take another rectangle, use the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, and then fill in this. Okay. Now what we can do is, because we've nudged, I can nudge this all the way back to that copy. So let me zoom in. Select both of them. I don't like that little dot right there, but it shouldn't matter. And intersect it. And look what we have now. We have a picture of that item. That doesn't really come into play from what we're doing. But then you could still, even after you've done all this, you could still manipulate it. We could take the two nodes and just move them down if you wanted to. You don't have to, you'd want to have your picture up there, and then it would be more symmetrical. But that is because then now you can take it and do what I did before. You can well, we don't have to do that because we have this one right here. So you could take this one and you can left click, right click, and there's your outline, a perfect outline. And for the foam, if you wanted a little bit more space for it to fit, you can always go object or effect, contour. We're going to contour the outside with rounded corners, just like 0.02. And look at that. Now, if we break away the contour, so we just have and that's one thing about the contour tool. If you have a little messed up part, it's going to, okay, I'm going to have to select it all. Go up to object, break the contour part. The contour tool is going to extenuate those errors, those rough nodes. So you might want to, before you contour it, you don't want to change it too much, but you could always, and that's not going to matter in the foam, but if you got your smoothing tool, set it on a 1/2 inch, and we smooth these out, I'm just going to show you how much cleaner. See all those nodes right there? You know, I'm not changing the shape of the item, but I'm going to show you how much better the contour is. So that's the same one we contoured. I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to make it red, and I'm going to contour the outside in black. And then when I go to object, break the contour part and grab the red, look how much smoother the cut lines are. Instead of this, you get that. Of course, then if you didn't watch part 1, it's a little bit confusing, but I think we came up with a solution, I hope. I'm sure he'll let me know when he does one. And for the one I'm doing is for, send me a picture of your, next time you make one of those ornaments that you're going to ship. And remember what we talked about, take a picture and have it straight up and down, hang it from something, and have, you know, either a white or a black sheet of paper behind it with no shadows. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.